have a lot of sweepers. They don't have to answer too many cards. Cards like Dissolve are very good in this matchup.
Now, of course, the big question here with Blue Eye Control is he playing Detention Sphere or not? The answer is that he is. He's got 4 copies in his main deck. He also has a Nightveil Spectre and Archangel of Thune on the table. On the other side here for Smith, it looks like he is taking up gear, turning over a bunch of cards. Eidolon of Blossoms and Elvish Mystic are going to go to the grip. The rest are going to go to the bottom. You also see a Sylvan Caryatid, a Voyaging Satyr, and a Courser of Krufix in play. It looks like Smith is trying to catch up here.
Yeah, Smith is trying to catch up. I mean, Garruk is excellent in the matchup. Joe has gone for a transformational sideboard. He has 3 Archangels and 4 Night Veils in his sideboard. And he's gone on that plan, presumably because the Green-Black Devotion deck doesn't have any removal, so he gets to just run them out. But the disadvantage of doing that means that he has fewer sweepers and fewer ways to answer a card like Garruk, so we'll see if he can actually power through it.
One thing you can see in Joe's graveyard right now, there's a copy of Deicide, and you see the Pharicas underneath on Smith's exiled pile. So those God of Afflictions are gone for good. And now it looks like Lossett, we're kind of in this situation right now where, you know, you can feel maybe it's getting away from Joe a little bit because Garruk is in play, it's been activated. So will Joe's play simply be both of my flyers at Garruk, trigger Archangel, and then leave some mana up? We're going to find that out in just a moment.
Yeah, I mean, this was a dangerous spot. This is a dangerous cyber plan to go on against Green-Black Devotion, mainly because they're very good at doing really powerful things. I'm not sure, even if you have Archangel of Thune in play, if that can make you, like, I think you'll still need to Wrath when you have it. You see, you know, the things that Erik's doing are just very powerful.
Well, Lossett is going to assess his hand. The other thing he's looking at right now is another copy of Archangel of Thune. It looks like he says, let's get this on the table too. All right, so he's going to create a large flying army.
Yeah.
That's exactly what looks like is going to happen here. And it looks like those flyers may be going towards that Garruk, maybe just going, are they going right towards Smith?
I think they're going to Smith. The Green Devotion deck does not have too many answers to an army of flyers. If he goes and puts counters on all his creatures, that will deal 5 to Erik this turn, putting him down to 14. It'll also make Joe's board 14 damage, so it'll be exactly 2 swings worth of damage.
See some players communicating back and forth, maybe on where the creatures are going, what both players are trying to accomplish. Once we figure out what that is, we'll certainly let you guys know so we can clear up any confusion that you may have at home. However, you mentioned the difficulty of taking down the flyers. Smith does have 2 copies of Arbor Colossus, but outside of that, those things aren't leaving the table.
Yeah, and Joe's got another secret combat trick here. He can Sphinx's Revelation for 1 pre-combat if he wants to, and that actually puts 2, you know, that gives his whole team +2/+2 if he does it.
So the Archangels are double trigger. Now those creatures are much larger, and as you did mention, the, I guess, hidden mode on Sphinx's Revelation of pumping up Archangels and the rest of the army before damage does happen. Garruk is off the table here, and Lossett's at a relatively safe 16, but when you're playing against Green-Black Devotion, you have to be scared because at any point they can do a lot of things, and Smith is going to start off with Nylon of Blossoms to cantrip. Golgari Charm's going to go to the grip. Forest is on top of his deck, and he does have a Nykthos in hand, but he's just going to play this Forest right now. Top card now, another Golgari Charm.
Yeah, well, the big problem is that Smith has run out of gas right now. He does, yeah, he has a lot of mana, but because Joe took down his Garruk, he actually doesn't have anything big to cast.
So all he can do is drop down another Voyaging Satyr. There really are no good attacks right now because that Archangel is looming large, and if Smith were to attack, Archangel would eat something and grow everybody again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joe just has a lethal swing right now.
He's counting it up. That's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Rev would give +6 to everything.
Right, so it should be 20 damage.
Yeah. +6, I say, to everything, but it would give +2 to each creature, so that's +6 overall. And when you count the damage that's on the board, you've got 5 from both Archangels, that's 10, +4 from Nightveil Spectre, that's 14, +6, that's 20, and he is at?
He is at exactly 20.
So will Lossett make this move right now? Does he have anything to be scared of? I think it's the question.
I don't know if there's much to be scared of in the match of making this play.
Well, he's going to play Godless right untapped. He's going to go reaching, and yeah, this is a Sphinx's Revelation. It's going to be for 4. Lossett's going to push himself back up to 18, but I think more importantly, assuming he remembers those Archangel triggers and he ticks those bad boys up to 4 we go, this looks to be lethal.
Yep, now Erik can survive by giving all creatures -1/-1 right now.
Oh, but he doesn't
do it.
He doesn't
he
see that. Now, I'm not sure if he's able to come back from that. Lossett's going to get a bunch of life, but he could have lived another turn. You are correct about that.
And don't remember, then post-combat, the Archangels all get bigger. They all get 2, every creatures get 2 more counters.
Don't forget Nightveil Spectre too. That guy gets bigger too, man.
But they don't just get 2 bigger, they get 4 bigger.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
multiple Archangels is really dumb if you haven't ever had 2 in play.
hey, this is why Alexander Hayne went towards this plan for Grand Prix at the beginning of this year and was able to win a couple of them. So Joe Lossett is going to win this match 2 games.